Hi, my name is Mads and this is AudioPlug. So today I'm going to talk about mixing or finalizing your mix in your game. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the Soundcaster. And the Soundcaster is, if you go into Views and you go down to Soundcaster. Now, normally there isn't anything in this when you've started up, but this is a project for another game I'm making. Just go into the top and create a new one. Because every time you make something, you need to have a session for it. So you can also go into sessions and go over to the Soundcaster sessions here. Right click, new child, Soundcaster session. Let's call it testing mix. Try this out. Okay, so now you see it's totally clear here. So what you can use this for is that you can drag sounds into it. So let's just take in some menu sounds. So now you can just try them out. And you can adjust the volumes. You can change the different things that relate to these sounds. Or if I drag in some music, I get the options of state, for example. So now I can also play the music and try out the different levels on the menu. So if you want to have even more control, you can also use something called mixing desk. And the mixing desk you will find in layouts and mixer. It's the same method, you need to create a session for it. So go into the sessions and mixing session, right click child, new mixing session. Testing mix. So now you can do the same thing. You can just drag in sounds. So let's take some music this time. And let's take some environmental sounds like rain or wind. Now here's a lot of controls, but you can just go up to the right corner, click view settings, and then just take some of the controls off that you don't need. So the good thing about this mixing desk is that you have a more general control. So for example, if we want the rain and wind to stop whenever we're dead, we can just go into the state group here, right click, add state group, music, change the state to dead, and then we have some controls that we can fix in here. So now I'll just reduce the volume a bit. Now if you look down below, you have the Soundcaster, and here you can just drag and drop the things in we are using at the time. And in this case we're using the rain, so we can just start the rain, and now we can actually listen to the result. Let's put some low pass on as well. And we do the same thing for the wind. And let's try it out. In this case I have an RTPC that controls the wind intensity. So I'll just put that up a bit. Put some low pass on it. So now when I die I have a low pass on the rain and wind state. And in here I can adjust the things if I just start them all at the same time. Okay, so basically this is just a place where you can try out the different volumes and settings of the different sounds you have. All these different settings are just linked to the actual sounds you have. So if you go into the designer instead and click on, for example, the rain, go to the states, you can see here the changes that I did inside the mixing disk.